Harold the Brain. Harold the Brain. I don't remember what he looked like. I don't remember what he looked like, because I remember going to Sonny's.
He looked a little bit like Uncle Ken.
1960 what? Because I was what?
60.
65? 66? What was I? 68? I forget.
He was retired.
I wouldn't know him. I was little. Artie knew him.
Harold's brother. You see Harold's brother? I mean, Ken's brother, Harold. The fucking Reading Railroad and him, he was like the prince. Any fucking thing that went wrong with like what the signals, the signals, all the electronic switchboards on the railroad terminals, no matter where he was, they would call Harold, and then later Uncle Ken. Ken became very good, but Ken always said, "My brother is a genius on the shit." Right? But they had that.
Changing the railroad tracks with its time and the lights and all that.
Oh, hey, the timing of I mean, in the fucking storms, Uncle Ken used to take me where he was going.
Right.
And I said, "What are you doing? What are you taking me here?" You know where he took me at? And then we're here now. You remember Joe Mirabli had the dry cleaning store?
Right.
All the stores, and the main plate was on Ford Street.
I don't remember what the main thing is. Yeah.
Next door, Joe Mirabli built stores. Right. At a gas station,
right.
And the other side was the dry cleaning store.
Right.
There's a hill that you go up there and go all the way up and make a left. Before we ever moved up here, Uncle Ken took me on a mission with him when they called him during a snowstorm. That the trains were accident prone because the switches weren't working and the tracks weren't, the signals weren't making a fucking track. Right. And all the signals turned red because there was problems.
Right.
For miles, trains and engines and diesel engines stall for miles. They won't go past the red light, you know. Right. And Uncle Ken took me there, and he went right to the fucking source. Beep, pop, boom, beam, boom, boom, beam, beam, boom, beam. And then
bing, bang, boom.
Then you see, you start seeing all the fucking lights going on. But Harold was the genius on that shit.
Sound like Uncle Ken, man. Uncle Ken was pretty good.
What the fuck? Here's how he went to work in the morning. Stepped out of his house. The guy coming down down the tracks with the train would slow down, get him to jump on and take him to Center City, to his terminal.
He just jump on the train and go?
Every day, and my sister hated it. She said, he's a square. You know, Uncle Ken, like, he's
and he just went to work? He's trying to get away from...
Quaker.
He's trying to get away from her. She's nuts.
A Quaker.
Oh, he's a Quaker.
You know, he married my sister, and she was a wild son of a bitch. My sister and my cousin Rosie, they were great dancers, man. And they used to have guys coming over to fuck. I remember as a kid, you know how we called them? They called on the phone. They called on a drugstore. The only places that had phones when they first come out were drugstores. They had booths of them. And if you wanted to get a phone call, they'd call a number in the phone booth.
Right.
And if you hung in a drugstore, you got the call, you made the nickel. You go to the person's house.
You make a nickel?
Yeah, you went to the person's house and said, "Mike, you want it on the phone." And you say, "Where?" You would know there was one place that had a phone, the other one, you knew where it was. You say, "Where?" You say, 9th and Mifflin. You would go to that store, right?
Right.
After you went in and got your phone call, you